Hello, I'm Transaurus Rex. Welcome to my channel. And this is Kaya. Something happened recently, and it was life-changing. New Year's weekend, I took an MSF course with the Antelope Valley Harley-Davidson. For those who don't know, that is the Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, which teaches you the fundamental skills required to operate a motorcycle. The beginner course includes both 5 hours in class and 10 hours on cycle instruction. Successful completion of this course can get you discounts on your motorcycle insurance, and in some states grants you a waiver, which allows you to receive your M1 by only passing a written test conducted by your local state DMV. I had been going through some pretty major depression, and I needed something in my life to mix things up. You see, last year during the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, work got really slow for me. And in that time, I started writing and producing original content for this channel. I have an absolute blast doing it, and thanks to amazing people just like you, I was able to grow this channel just from 77 people to just over 1,000. And then the strikes ended, and I had to go back to work full-time, which means I had almost no time to produce original content. For those of you who have hung in there with me, you will recognize this as the video game era. With no time to produce original content, I was reduced to just spitting out themed playthroughs of my favorite video games. I am truly sorry. I realize how absolutely low effort all of this was. However, people like them, so you will occasionally see them being peppered on my channel every once in a while. Which brings us back to that depression I mentioned before. You see, I absolutely love writing and producing original content. But with no time to do that, I found myself diving deeper and deeper in a state of depression. While sitting in gridlock traffic during my commute to Hollywood every day, and I would find myself daydreaming about splitting the lanes to circumvent stupid in an attempt to hopefully get to work in less than 90 minutes for a change. And then that's when it hit me like a ton of bricks. If I had my motorcycle license and a motorcycle, I could split the lanes and circumvent stupid. Now, to be honest, I wasn't quite sure that I would have the guts to jump on the 5 freeway and split the lanes going 90 miles per hour, but I figured I could at least take the class to see if it was for me. And if I wasn't, no big deal. I wasn't out of pocket thousands of dollars to buy a motorcycle and all the gear associated, insurance, etc. I was only out the $400 it cost for the class. Now, I'm not a complete motorcycle novice. I spent a good deal of time riding dirt bikes as a kid. I started riding when I was around 10 years old. I had a little Yamaha 125 Enduro that my dad gave me, and he would take us out all the time. I wasn't great, but I knew how to make my way up the gears, and I had been known to toss out a rooster tail or two. And then when I was 17, I worked on a peach farm where I did frost control, I ran irrigation, and I operated some basic heavy machinery. And our normal mode of transportation around the farm was dirt bikes. Two-wheel motorsports were not foreign to me. However, I had never one time taken my motorcycle into the street. So there was a good chance that I would just not feel comfortable enough going 70 miles per hour on concrete. Yeah, no, that's not what happened. I had an absolute blast. It was even freezing cold-ass rain the entire weekend, and that was not enough to deter me. And not only that, but I did meet some really amazing people who I really hope to go out and go riding with sometime. So I took the class, I passed both the written and the road test, and received the endorsement that allowed me to take the written test at the DMV. The next week, I took my test and I passed with flying colors. Okay, that was a lie, I missed 5. But still, I passed. And you know what? That just made me want to ride even more. I became obsessed. But you know what? I wasn't feeling depressed anymore. I just felt determined to get a bike and start riding regularly. I started researching bikes, studying techniques, and purchasing gear. Before I could ride, I needed the proper gear. And I'm not talking about the junky stuff that I used to take the class. I needed really good quality gear. So each week, I would buy one piece. One week, I got a helmet. The next week, I got boots. Then I got a jacket. And then pants. And then the next thing you know, I got a bike! I had been living on Cycle Trader, and I was dead set on getting an ADV bike. I earmarked bike after bike. I called multiple dealerships, and I went on a whole bunch of test rides. Nothing really was speaking to me. And then one day, the perfect bike popped in. Low mileage, tons of mods, not too old, but also not too new that it would cost me an arm and a leg. But it was in San Diego. I called to make sure it was available, threw the hitch on the taco, and I shot down to San Diego that Saturday morning. Arrived in San Diego, took her for a test ride, and next thing you know, 3 hours later, I'm signing paperwork, and I'm on the phone with the insurance companies buying policies. A quick shout out to Jeff and all the guys at San Diego Triumph. San Diego Triumph is one of the 10 original Triumph dealers in the United States. They are a great bunch of folks over there. They have a great selection of bikes, and they gave me an amazing deal. Not to mention that they loaded her up on my trailer and gave me a real nice set of tie-down straps to boot. So a huge thank you to everybody in San Diego Triumph who took such amazing care of me. So without further ado, let's go take a look and take a ride. All right, so she is a 2017 Triumph Tiger XCA. She's got all kinds of bells and whistles. She got the Bark Buster hand grips, heated grips, heated seats, cruise control, 5 driving modes. Let's take her for a ride, yeah?